everybody, and welcome to my very first review for 2019. Man, this is crazy. It only feels like a few days ago that I was just going, hey, the year is over and spring break and end of year and let's do our top 10s and here we are already. So the first movie that I'm kicking this year off with is How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. So this is the third and final chapter in the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy given to us by DreamWorks Animation. And in this closing chapter, Hiccup is now the chief of Berk, the town where everybody lives, and are now friends with the dragons, and there are a lot of dragons living there. So he's coming to terms with his responsibilities in life. He's, basically growing up. And in the meantime, Toothless is also growing up, and he's found himself a girlfriend. A beautiful white dragon called a Light Fury, because, he's a Night Fury, she's a Light Fury. But a dastardly villain named Grimmel is after Toothless because apparently this guy hunted down all the other Night Furies and Toothless is the last one, so he wants to kill him, which is bad because Toothless is cute. So Hiccup remembers a story that his father told him about this place called the Hidden World where people and dragons can coexist in harmony, kind of like a big paradise away from trouble. So he embarks on a quest with Toothless and Astrid and all the characters that we love from the other two films to go and find this place and get away from the bad people and live happily ever after. So look, I really dug the first two films, especially the second one. I remember the year that came out. It was before I was doing my channel, but yeah, I thought it was one of the best movies of that year. It was amazing, and I remember at the time thinking that it had kind of an Empire Strikes Back sort of a vibe going on with it, and yeah, they actually used that film as one of the templates for that story. And then the trailers for the third one came out, and I thought, yep, looks good, and a whole bunch of people have been saying, yeah, it's really awesome, including my friend Steve from Rewind Replay, a channel that I love so much and is now back, so go check it out. I mean, he gave it a 9.5 and was like, wow, yeah, this movie, yeah. Alright, he didn't exactly say that, but I'm paraphrasing here. So off I went to check it out, and yeah, look, the movie was definitely good. I didn't think it was great though. But in terms of things I liked about it, look, yeah, it is a really good closing chapter to this trilogy. There was some great character development throughout the film. Everyone sort of ended up in the place where they needed to be. Technically, yeah, the film was great. The animation, everything was on point. The dialogue was cracking, the story was pretty good, and the villain was really good, but I felt he was extremely underused. He was played by F. Murray Abraham, and look, he had a really great appearance. I loved his voice. I loved everything about him. His whole backstory about how he was the one that had hunted down all the Night Furies and needed to kill this last one. But I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, look, I mean, it was an entertaining film. There wasn't a dull moment in the whole thing. It was funny. It was heartwarming. All the stuff that you've seen in the trailers about Toothless and his girlfriend, the whole courtship thing was brilliantly done, and there's so much more to that subplot than what you see in the trailer. And this movie really did lay on the cute factor. It was absolutely adorable, and speaking of adorable, when I came home from the film, my cat looked like this. Now, it's quite obvious that Toothless was designed after a cat, and yeah, when I came home and saw my cat looking like this, my heart just sank and I had to give her cuddles all night long. And here she is now for a visit. Come and say hi to everybody. I was just talking about you. So what did you think of the movie? You didn't see it, did you? Oh, but did you want to go see it? And so here she is. This is the one I was talking about, my little version of Toothless, who I love so much and loves being on camera. Get out of here. But I think the main thing that kind of let this film down for me was that it just wasn't that compelling. Like, the story was good. It wasn't great. Like, I never really felt like the stakes were all that high for our heroes. I mean, even in this whole time where they're kind of being pursued across lands by the bad guys and everything, like, I don't know. I was kind of like, okay, they'll get away. Not saying they do, because that would be a spoiler. That's up to you to find out. And yeah, like I said, the villain, he started off so good. Like, I really thought, wow, this character is going to be so great, but yeah, I just felt he was very underwhelming. And one other little gripe I had, there were a lot of scenes in the film, particularly sort of big action scenes where there was a lot going on the screen. Probably a little too much to really keep track of who was who and what was what. I mean, sometimes they really filled the screen, the entire screen, with animation. Yeah, and it was a little bit tricky to keep track of stuff. But look, overall, yeah, it was a fine movie. But especially when I compare it to something like Ralph Breaks the Internet, which really blew me away and really moved me and just made me want to see that movie again straight away. Like this one, yeah, you know, like, I'm not going to forget it or anything. It's a memorable film. Like I said, it was good. I just, you know, don't really feel like I need to go out and see it again straight away. I mean, I'll definitely get it on Blu-ray. I actually don't own any of these films yet. But yeah, especially if I can get it in 3D, because it did look like the kind of film that would look great in 3D. There were a lot of things I'm sure were designed for that format. But look, if you're a fan of the other two, like if these are some of your most favorite animated movies of all time, definitely go check it out. You're gonna love the film. For the more casual viewers, look, you can't go wrong. I'd say definitely go and see it, you know, if you've got nothing else to do. Yeah, it was a good film, and I'm gonna give How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, so over to you guys, except for you guys in America. Ha! We beat you this time, because, yeah, we got this movie super early. It doesn't actually open in the US till late February, so, we did good. But if you have seen How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, I would love to know what you thought of it, so fire away in the comments. In the meantime, this Thursday, I'm actually going to a screening of Glass, which is one of my most anticipated movies of this year, and I get to see it a week early, so I'm very excited about that. The embargo was lifted, I think, on Friday, so yeah, I'll have a really early review for that one coming. But for now, let me know what you thought of How to Train Your Dragon 3. Drop me some comments either here, Facebook, or Twitter. All the social media links are in the description below, because I like to talk about movies, and I would love to talk about movies with you. Catch you next time.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nyah.